Have you ever looked at directories of OPACs and other things on the net, clicked on the link to where you think you're going, and you end up with the not found link on a URL? Problem is, there are many directories out there which contain lists of sites, search interfaces, OPACs, etc., that are all wildly out of date. They're out of date because nobody maintains them, or the project that was there has lost funding or whatever, or even people just haven't bothered to update them. What we're using at Talis is an open wiki style directory service for managing links to search interfaces, etc., that people can use and trust to be able to do a link to a particular site, and an easy link. One of the other problems with trying to link into different OPACs, etc., they've all got different interfaces on, different URL syntaxes, etc., whereas if you're writing a piece of software to link to an OPAC, you want to use something standard. I think the best way to show the power behind this is actually to demonstrate a small application. Here we have LibraryThing. LibraryThing is a personal library catalogue open service, librarything.com. Recommend it if you've never been there before. And here we have my particular catalogue, which at the moment has just got 4 books in it, fairly standard stuff. If I look at one of these particular books, you can see there's information about it, and over on the left hand side of the screen here we have this link that says it's been found in 3 libraries. If I click on that, a little window opens and it lists the 3 libraries that it's available at. So if I click on one, here I'm clicking on the University of Sunderland, I have gone straight in live into the University of Sunderland's OPAC for that particular item. If I click on the University of Central Lancashire, I'm going into yet another one. These happen to be both Talis OPACs, but it can be any OPAC system. Now, that particular pop-up window is actually not delivered by the LibraryThing software. That is a Firefox browser extension that's readily available from the Talis Developer Network, that allows you to insert this into your browser. It knows it's on the LibraryThing site, it can pick up the ISBN of the book, and then it's using Talis Platform Web Services to do a holdings lookup. And that brings back a list of libraries that hold that particular book. The key issue here is the person that wrote that particular software doesn't know how to interact with the OPAC at Central Lancashire. It doesn't know how to interact with Sunderland Library. It just knows that it wants to go there. So there's a very, very simple piece of software that takes the user to that particular site, and that is one of the standard Talis Platform API services. It's the deep linking API service. So as a programmer, how do you find out about that? If you go via the Talis home site and click on the developers link, you end up in the Talis Developers Network, a community for people developing software and services around libraries and similar environments. On the left hand side there is a section about platform APIs, and if you scroll down there's a reference guide, and you go to the API reference, and here we are at the bibliographic deep linking service, and there's a very simple command that says run this API, use the collection ID, that's the name of the library, and do a bib search based on ISBN, etc. So let me, I've got one prepared earlier. If I can find the link on my page, here we are. I've got the very simple URL that I can type into my web browser and do a search, in this case against Birmingham University's library. And the URL syntax is very simple. It consists of the API key, the code for the particular library, and the action you want to take. You want to do an ISBN. You need an API key to identify yourself to the system. That is also free when you join the Talis Developer Network. The power of this is that the community via the Talis directory is maintaining the links to these libraries, so that the person that's writing the code to link through to those services only has to replicate that line that I just did in the web browser inside their code in whatever system they're writing. And they can go straight to a library OPAC without having to know A, where that library is, or B, what the syntax is to talk to it. It's all there for them, so the complexity is totally hidden. So as you can see, it's adding a lot of power. It allows you to develop simple little plugin tools like this one that we've delivered for Library Thing. If you look on the Talis Developer Network, there's another one that plugs in information on the Amazon homepage. Let me scroll down, you can see there's a similar looking list on there. These are very simple pieces of plug-in code, but they use the power of the platform to identify holdings, and as we're discussing here, deep link into the OPACs without understanding them.